Alright everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to take a look at the Baofeng Radio. This is the most loved and hated radio probably on the market today. Not this particular one in front of us, but the brand in general. It's loved by many and hated by many more. We did have a comment on how to program this for repeater use. So we have it connected to a dummy load there so we can show you, because this is not a gmrs radio. But this is going to apply really to any repeaters out there, because there's a few things you got to do. And what we'll do is we'll walk you through how to set up a repeater, and then we'll hit it from our other radio so you can hear it on this radio, because we will not transmit on this radio, seeing as it's not FCC compliant. But we will transmit off our base station, and you'll be able to hear us through this if everything's programmed correctly. All right, if we take a look here, we got some repeater input frequencies, not for simplex use. Simplex would be radio to radio use, and as you can see there, it's a 50 watt max. But we're going to be concerned with GRMS 22 repeater channel, which is 467.7250. A lot of people get hung up on this, and they'll put that in their frequency, hit transmit, and they will not get anything, and most of the time you're not going to hear anything. You're going to have to set it up on a split channel there where you have the transmission frequency as 6.7 and the receive frequency as 6.2. You're going to have an offset of 5.0000. And then you're going to have tones or codes, so we'll walk through the menu and show you how to do that. All right, everyone, we're going to show you our best how to set up to talk to a repeater. So we have our receive frequency here on the top line at 462.725. That's the frequency that we're going to be hearing people on. Now, in order to transmit out, GMRS frequencies generally step up about 5K or so, or minus 5K. There's going to be some type of a step between the frequencies, because if you have everybody listening and talking on the same frequency, it's just going to cancel out. You're not going to hear anybody, and it's going to be all jumbled. So we're going to show you how to do that. You want to be in frequency mode. You're going to enter your frequency on whatever line you're on, and then go into menu. In your menu, you're going to want to go down to, you're going to have menu 10 through 12, actually 10 through 13, which are going to be your codes. So this is a DCS code. Think of that as like a secret password, and to allow the repeater to hear you and for you to hear the repeater. Menu. So this tone happens to be D445N, but you can go in there. Every repeater can have a different one. There's so many different ones. You're going to have to figure out what your local repeater has for codes, if there's any, because some repeaters do not have any. Once you figure it out, whether you have a DCS tone or a CTCS tone, you're going to input that in there and make sure it saves. And this is the receive one. You're going to have to do the same thing for the transmit. Now, ours happens to be the same thing on transmit. So if you see 445N, 445N, we have the same tone for receive and transmit. So now the repeater can technically hear us. We can hear everybody, but we're not switching frequencies yet. And we got to keep going up here in the menus. Okay, so our shift. Frequency direction. It can be off, on, or off, plus or minus. So we know that the frequency direction, we want it to go plus, because we're going from 462 to 467. We want it to go up. How much we want it to go up is the offset, which is going to be 5.000. So once we have all that set, we can get out of this. And now if you see, when I key it up, it's going to jump up in frequency. We're transmitting into a dummy load, so no one can hear us. And it's not going to matter if you listen to anybody on any radio. It's just the transmitting. If the radio is not certified to transmit on that band or that frequency, that's where your problem comes in. So since we have a dummy load in, it's not getting out anywhere. We're in the middle of the woods. So we're going to hit this PTT button here on the side, and you're going to see that top line jump up to 467. See how it jumped? And then we come off. Jumped and come off, and you see the antenna right there turn on. So that's letting us know that this radio is pumping that 467.725 out into the atmosphere. So what we'll do is we'll put an antenna on this one, and we will hit the repeater from our GMRS certified radio, and you'll hear us come through here. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I'm still making it out clear. I made some changes to my base station here.
We'll try to keep the mic on my side.
Yeah, I can't make out what you're saying. Let me try and switch repeaters.
45, I'm hearing you, but on my radio it sounded like you sounded better on the other repeater, the first one.
Alright, I'm back on the other repeater. Just wanted to make sure I was getting out.
Not hearing really any static behind you right now.
Well, alright, I appreciate that. And with that, I'll be out of here. This is 45W, and I'll be clear on your final.
Clear. Monitoring.
Well, alright, as you see there, we can definitely hear everybody coming through on the radio. So it does work. We have it turned down. You see it's still receiving there, but we're not transmitting. But we could hear and transmit from our other radio, which means that this radio here, if this was a certified radio to use on GMRS radio, you would be able to transmit. So in an emergency, that's how you would communicate and get your tones in. I hope this helps you guys. Stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, smash the thumbs up. And please subscribe, guys. We're trying to get these subscribers up to this channel. We see a lot of people watching the videos, but nobody's giving likes, comments, or subscribes. It only takes a second, and it helps our channel out immensely. I appreciate it. Stay safe.